Good afternoon, everyone. Shalom. I'm Shosh Badrosian from the National Public Diplomacy Directorate. I'll be taking a few questions after a couple of brief points to share with you today. Just make sure you put your questions in the chat of the Zoom with your name and your outlet. Today is Monday, December 8th, and it has been 794 days since Hamas slaughtered our southern communities and kidnapped our people. It was a choice Hamas made to launch a war on the people of Israel on October 7th, and we will never forget the atrocities they committed on that horrific day. Allow me to share with you some of the significant points the Prime Minister has said in the last few days. He said we are almost finished with phase 1 of the ceasefire plan, which has been a goal the Prime Minister said at the beginning of the war, to get back all of our hostages. It is fair to say that many doubted the Prime Minister could even accomplish something like this back when our people were first taken hostage by Hamas. And right now, we have one hostage left in captivity, which we know Hamas can find. Master Sergeant Ron Gavili is still being held in Gaza, and he must be brought home for a proper, dignified burial. Prime Minister Netanyahu is frequently in touch with his family and is determined to help them close this horrific, this painful 2-year circle they have been forced into. The Prime Minister said that once phase 1 is completed, phase 2 will begin, which he noted comes with equal difficulty. Now, phase 2 will disarm Hamas and demilitarize Gaza, a crucial step outlined in the 20-point plan that Israel remains committed to. The Prime Minister has made it very, very clear. This phase of the plan can happen either the easy way or it can happen the hard way. But there will be an end to Hamas's rule inside of the Gaza Strip and a different future for the Palestinian people and the future of security for the State of Israel as well. Israel will continue to uphold our side of the ceasefire as Hamas continues to violate it on a daily basis. A ceasefire has been in place for 2 months now, but terrorists continue to attack our soldiers and cross the yellow line into the IDF-controlled area inside of the Gaza Strip. Israel will continue to act in self-defense against these terrorists. I can share with you that the Prime Minister will meet with President Trump on Monday, December 29th. They will discuss the future steps and phases and the international stabilization force of the ceasefire plan. Let's remember how this ceasefire plan came to be. With the military pressure Prime Minister Netanyahu put on Hamas while our troops entered their stronghold of Gaza City and the diplomatic pressure President Trump put on Hamas. This is why we are here. We cannot forget how we got here. The third phase of this plan will be focused on the de-radicalization of the Gaza Strip. It's something the Prime Minister discussed in detail with the German Chancellor on Sunday in their highly successful and positive meeting here in Jerusalem. Now, the two world leaders had an open and honest conversation about the close cooperation Germany and Israel have together. In particular, the Arrow 3 missile defense system being deployed in Germany. In fact, it is more than just a defense system. It declares that Israel's expertise protects Europe as well. Now, despite international turbulence, Israel continues to uphold these types of crucial relationships. The Prime Minister and the Chancellor also discussed the defense cooperation between our two countries and the advanced economies both countries also continue to maintain. Now, next, I can share with you that Prime Minister Netanyahu met this afternoon with the U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Mike Waltz, here in Jerusalem. Their meeting was also attended by the Deputy National Security Council Chief and the Israeli Ambassador to the UN, Dani Danon, and U.S. Ambassador to Israel, Mike Huckabee. Israel thanked the United States for their strong and steadfast alliance and partnership. The relationship is stronger than ever and grounded in shared values and an uncompromising pursuit of both security and peace for our countries and for the entire free world. Both sides committed to enhancing their collaboration at the United Nations to maximize their effectiveness, and the Israeli team shared with Ambassador Waltz that Israel did not appreciate the latest comments made by Ambassador Tom Barrack in Doha yesterday. I'll now take a few questions. Okay, first question from Joel Pollack from California Post. Does the Prime Minister have a comment about last week's anti-Semitic and violent protest against a synagogue in Los Angeles last week? Second question, is Tucker Carlson claimed in Doha this weekend that Israel asked Qatar to host Hamas?